Hello there. Hi. Hello. So today I'm hoping, if it goes okay, that I can show you how I've been doing my fun sort of like Visual K / Amy Lee in the Fallen photo shoot type of hair, where I've got like fun little spikes coming out of my hair. We'll see how it goes. I did a quick like little recording of this when I did my last makeup video, which I have not even edited yet because I'm still trying to decide if I like it or not. But it didn't go very well, and there was a lot that I didn't show because I was completely winging it. So here's what you're going to need. The main stars of the show are going to be Got2Be's glued hairspray, the freezing hairspray, and the Got2Be spiking glue. This is what's actually going to get it going for us, but the hairspray is also very important. If you use a different hairspray, but you at least have the spiking glue, you're going to be good. You could probably also just do this with that specific hairspray, but I don't want to guarantee it. The spiking glue is just like absolutely key. I haven't played with it in years. I used to use it a lot when my hair was a lot shorter. I'm so glad I'm playing with it again. There's a couple other things you'll want. I have actually a bowl of water here because water reforms and reactivates that spiking glue, and it is such a key trick to getting it exactly how you want, and even keeping it in your hair and reforming it the next day, and sometimes even the next and the next, if you didn't know that about that product. But normally I would be doing this in the bathroom, so I would be like right by my sink and stuff. I'm in here in the pretty lighting to show you how to do this, so I have a bowl of water next to me. And then I do have a teasing comb. You can also just use a short tooth comb, and or even a brush. Teasing combs are not necessary. They help a little bit, but not super necessary. I'm gonna need a hair tie and some bobby pins with hair in them, and then I also have my favorite parting comb, where it's just got this nice parting sectioning type thing, and then I do have a hair clip in case I need it, and a great attitude. Okay, now let's go. All right. So first off, I'm going to put my hair up into a half ponytail, and then I will flip it up so that my hair sticks out like a possessed tree. But first off, I'm going to need to section out my bangs because I am going to leave my bangs forward. I just recently cut them too, so I'm committed to this hairstyle for a while. Because before, my fringe was just like growing out. It doesn't have to be super amazing and perfect, but just trying to make sure it's mostly how I normally like it to be. It's kind of hard for me to tell sometimes because there is like black sections in my bangs. If I had just made it just the colored part, that would have been easier, but it wouldn't have been thick enough for what I wanted. Okay, so got my bangs out of the way, and now I'm going to make sure I have a sort of kind of even half ponytail part. It doesn't have to be perfect, like I said. Why is this wet? Okay. I'm just going to clip this up out of the way so I can move and show you. Okay, so it's just a half pony. And sometimes I like to make it like really nice and perfect. Oh my god, amazing, fabulous. I don't really care today as much. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start to wrap the ponytail in there like I normally would. But once I have what I know is just one more that I want to do around, I'm going to start to pull it through. And then I'm going to take the tail and pull it forward and fluff out the little bun a little bit because I don't like it to be super small and tiny. And now I've got a little water spout on my head. If you've never known how to do this, if you saw people do this a lot back in the day or even recently, that's how you do it. You just take the tail of the ponytail and flip it forward on your head. And yeah, that is step one. I'm gonna go probably redo this so that it looks better. Okay, so if you were taking bets as to at what point I was going to knock off one of my little gems on my swords that I drew on my face, one, how dare you? How dare you pray for my downfall? Two, the answer was pretty fucking quick. As soon as I went to redo my bangs. Anyways, sure. I feel like the most difficult part about this, besides just making it not look stupid, is it always looks a little stupid. You always look a little crazy. But anyways, is like making sure that I pull it through enough that my bun isn't like tiny and stupid. This is what it looks like right now. But that I don't pull it so far that the hair is too short to make the length of spikes that I want. But I think they look cool whether they're like short or long. So I'm just gonna carefully get my hair just a little bit out of my face so I can see what I'm doing. So now I'm going to take some Got2b hairspray, and I'm gonna put that up in here to start making it dirty, start giving it some grit and texture. And then I am going to take my teasing comb, although you can use a different comb. Armpit comments get you banned. And I'm just kind of back combing it kind of close to the ponytail. Not a lot, just a little. Just give it some texture, give it some grit, give it something, because my hair is actually clean. Mostly, sort of. Is my hair ever clean? Anyways, so I have determined that I like to have about 5 spikes. So I'm going to kind of try to figure out whereabouts they is. 4 or 5, I think looks good. And I do try to make a shorter one that'll stick up high. But this is going to be difficult on camera. Okay, so I'm going to start with just the glue, no water. I'm going to have to buy some more soon, which I've had this for forever. So I'm just going to take this on my hands, and I'm going to grab a piece, and I'm going to start to form a spike. I'm going to do my best to kind of pull the rest of the hair away without getting too much product in it yet. It's okay if I get some. And the sooner I start giving it a curve, the better to stick up, because I have kind of just more focused on making the little spikes before without curving it yet, and then it's kind of hard to get them to stick up. So give it the shape you want pretty quick. Give it some of that height, starting with the teasing it up, and then use the product to really give it a shape. All right, let's see. Yes, this can be the next section. Give it just a little bit of product so that I can see where it is, especially on this. Yo, the goth club got like so hype about my hair. My job, not as much. Honestly, we were just really busy with Black Friday shit. But yeah, even my coworkers who are normally like super hype, they were more excited about my makeup that day. And also, I feel like the way I wear my little half-up ponytail sometimes is already so unhinged that sometimes it doesn't look a whole lot different from this. So now, one thing I run into is that a lot of times it kind of pulls on the hair underneath it and starts to grab it, and I can end up with a really, like, messy, gross ponytail underneath my spikes, but whatever. I just take some water and try to pat it back down so that it looks okay. So this is very similar to like styles that you might do with a lot of like teasing and stuff like that, where it really is a matter of patience and reworking stuff, building up to a level of product that will do what you're trying to do, and accepting when it doesn't turn out how you want it to. Because there will be some times where it don't. Yes. We shall have 5. So what I've been doing is I form the spikes with dry product, and then I take water and a lot of times a bit more product to really shape them. Also, I feel like so this glue, it will make your hair a little shiny, which I think looks cool, especially when I'm kind of going for this almost like dagger type seam with lots of like sword jewelry and stuff. But I feel like it makes it even shinier when you put the water in. So if you like the shiny aspect of this product, definitely utilize water. This piece of hair is going to try to get involved in this party, so I'm going to try to move it. Although, the more water you use, the longer it will take for these to like fully dry down and form. So keep an eye on them while they are drying to make sure you don't miss if they're starting to kind of not really lay how you want them to. But with them just kind of laying through my ponytail and stuff, I've found that it's really easy to just take a bobby pin and move them around and then pin them in place wherever I want them specifically. So, plan for today is to take pictures with this hair with my sword, my actual sword. So I'm excited for that. Why are people poking me on Facebook? The year of our Lord. I don't know what year it is. Just kidding, I do. I wish I didn't. Because this year sucked ass. How are you, bestie? How's the wife and kids? How much you bench pressing? Are your shoulders fucked up? Same, boo. No, literally, I'm excited to go to the gym today because I'm finally approved to start bringing back the bench press. Let's go! Alright, so I'm going to get some water on my hands. Oh, yeah, immediately. It's all gonna help me smooth down any flyaways because I tend to get a lot in this process. And hairs from like one spike will like somehow make their way to another, and I'm like, what the heck? You are supposed to be at a different party. Wee. I have been sometimes struggling to figure out what to do with this one. I've like folded it over and like brought it more up here a couple times. Sometimes I leave it down here. Oh. Yes. But yes, if the ends start to look a little frayed, a little action is good. I may or may not also take a pair of scissors and cut off the very ends if they get like really long and stringy. Yes! Alright, I'm gonna go play with these in a little mirror a little bit where I can see better, and I'll be back. Okay, it's like high-key, I'm actually like pretty happy with this. So, I washed my hands, got all the product off, very important. And let's see about pinning these in some good spots, which I kind of like how they're laying. This is kind of more so just to make sure that it stays. Especially because I want to be like running around doing silly poses and stuff. Yeah, my hair's a little tangly and fucked up underneath, but that's okay. And then, let's see about this one. I think I actually do want it kind of where it's at. I think. Just maybe. Ooh. Oh! I don't know what y'all are doing, but carry on. And as it's drying, I'm just trying to make sure I curl them up a little bit more. I didn't do that as much last time and I regretted it. But I look insane. Excellent. Hello? It looks like my head is flipping you off. I think that's my favorite part about it. I'm going to go ahead and... Normally, you want to make sure you're like 100% happy with exactly how everything is before you do this, but I ain't got all day. I'm just playing around. I do have other things I want to do. So, huzzah. I am going to... This is not really related, but I am going to probably try to style my bangs for once. I'm thinking I want to do the fun flippy curly thing that I used to do, but a shorter version. So I'm going to take this thermal spray from Redken Hot Sets 22. It will protect your hair, and you will keep your hairstyle. However, it has such strong hold, it is going to make your hair quite tangly. So don't do it if you want to have like comfy, clean hair the next day. Do it when you actually really want to keep your style, and don't mind having a bit of crunch the next day. Hello. Where did I put my clippy clip? Okay. I clipped my hair up in the mirror to make sure I didn't fucking attack one of my spikes. This is not going to be rocket science. I'm literally just going to... Yep. I should do it way more dramatic. Ugh! Oh yeah. I don't think this looks bad with like my normal texture bangs, but I just think this will be more interesting and more done. I feel like it looks half done when my bangs are just like chilling. But yeah, things are finally looking up, sort of. I owe my dad $1,000 for my brakes. But my car brakes, obviously. I just got discharged from physical therapy from a compressed nerve in my neck, probably from a shoulder injury from the gym. Probably just overuse more than any specific thing. Just doing too much all the time. All the volume, all the intensity, all the frequency, because I eternally think I'm invincible. But I am 29. This is not exactly the vibe that I was thinking. Here we go. Okay. I think I just need to reform it. Here we go. I don't know about this. What have I done? Yeah, this was not what I was thinking. Sometimes if I straighten the bottom piece, I like it. Which, it's gonna take a second. No. No. Fuck. What have I done? I tried to make the rest of my hair spiky last time, and I just didn't like the way that it looked. But come on. Oh. Yes. Ah! So much fun. Okay, and then finally, any hair accessories that you want. I'm doing my little Claire's clear hair sticks. It's always a matter of trying to get them slightly visible, both from the top and the bottom. Woo! Did not feel good. Yes. Yay. And then I like to make my hair visible from the bottom. You could straighten your hair, you could curl it. I just feel like doing my natural texture today, I think. And then I'm going to try to make sure my, ooh yeah, I can tell my bun feels kind of messy. So I will go figure out any stray hairs that aren't doing what they're supposed to do. Try and figure out if I did an okay job on this weird style of bangs that didn't go how I wanted it to. And yeah, do some aftershots. Alright, so considering I did this while filming it, I'm pretty happy with it. I definitely had to take some water and carefully try to like pat down some like messiness that was under here. My bangs are also still kind of not doing exactly what I want, but I do kind of like this swoop thing. So next time I'll have a better idea of what I want to do, or I might just leave them natural again. I might also try to spike it again at some point. I'm tempted to try and spike this piece, but I don't want to mess it up. So we're just going to leave it as is. If you have any questions, let me know. Probably not, because this looks insane. I don't think most people would do this themselves, but I will. So maybe you're just living vicariously through me. A lot of people do that. That's okay. You can do that. That's okay. Anyways, I wish you many much lovely wintertime snacks and big heavy bench press. Okay, bye.